It's Madden NFL 24 on EA Sports, and we'll see Tremaine Edmonds.
Soldier Field opened back in 1924 with the Bears becoming 10-71, and what a home field advantage it has become here in Chicago. Today it's a Week 14 matchup that should be a good one, as it'll be the Detroit Lions taking on the Chicago Bears. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, and Charles, you look at this Bears team entering play. They come in off the extended break from the bye.
I think it was much needed as well. You play 2.5 months, you're ready for some time off to get set for the home stretch.
Meanwhile, for the Lions here, they've come in on a nice run of recent form, 4 wins out of 5.
And the offense last week, they had things humming. If you're a defensive player, you may get overshadowed a little bit, but you're really buoyed by what your offense is doing.
3/4 of the NFL season are complete. What lurks in our final month? We're underway in Week 14. And he opts to not bring this one out. The first drive will start at the 25. So here come the Bears to take over on offense behind their third-year quarterback, former Ohio State Buckeye Charles, Justin Fields.
You talk about the pause that refreshes. I think it's come at a perfect time of the year for them, hasn't it? You know, it's the season is starting to wind down, got a little bit of a break. But how about the guy calling the signals? He's got to be excited about that because now he didn't just get a game plan for 1 week. He was able to work on it for 2 weeks. I can't wait to see if they have anything special in store for him today.
Now we're going to get a stoppage. Appears to be an injured Bear on the field. Ball at the 24 and a 2nd and 11. On the option left is Fields. He'll get 2 on the keeper, but it becomes now a 3rd down. And, Charles, you wonder about this defense coming in. I mean, look, it's no secret they're playing a team that's down on its luck right now. Losers of 5 straight. How does that change how you prepare for a game?
Well, to me, the first thought is you just get out.
And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Aleem McNeil, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. So on 4th down, here's the Australia native Mitch Wishnowsky to punt this one away. Back deep, Khalif Raymond. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. It'll be 37 yards there on the punt, and the Lions will take over. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. They'll be taken out by the product of the University of Louisville, the talented Teddy Bridgewater.
A Pro Bowl quarterback early in his career in Minnesota before a horrific knee injury slowed down his progress. He's a more than capable quarterback who makes the most of his opportunities when he's a starter in the NFL.
Here's the former Bear. This is David Montgomery. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. Now I think we're going to get a timeout here. Yes, a timeout here as it looks like we've got a Lion that's shaken up. Well, the medical staff is going to come out here and take a look, and we will take a short break. Now this one complete downfield on the left side. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. The previous play, they barely got back to the line of scrimmage. Now they pick up over 30 yards.
Despite writing it down on my notes, I never give enough credit to the offensive line, and we have to here. The protection, that's what made this play a success. Quarterback had to wait for his crossing route to develop, and that takes a little bit of extra time. Excellent job by the big fellas up front.
So the big like that, they'll operate red zone now on 1st down. They'll run for the first time with a speedster, Jahmyr Gibbs. And he'll get this one down to about the 17. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Rolling to his right. Oh, a dangerous pass there, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Tremaine Edmonds, the linebacker. And the Bears are going to take possession here at their own own 16-yard line. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And they, of course, coming into this one in the midst of a tough losing streak. They did get helped out by the open week last week, and in talking with him, all indications were, Charles, that was a very helpful break.
Yeah, I know a lot of teams, coaches, they hate taking time off in the midst of a losing streak because they think they have to stay on their toes and punch their way out of it. But occasionally, you get that open week, you step back, evaluate what's been going wrong, see what you can put in that can move you forward, and maybe you get a chance to breathe a little bit and kind of start over.
The first carry now. This is Johnson. And this one will be taken up. They'll spot it right at the 7. Call it a gain of 4, but not enough. The punt team going to need to be summoned here on 4th down. Here comes the Bears punter now. As the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Taking on the midfield logo. 39-yard punt, 6 yards on the return. And the Lions will have excellent field position here as they take over 1st and 10. The Lions offense heading out as we give you a look at the playoff race coming into the weekend in the NFC. As of this moment, as pretty much everyone knows, they sit alone in that top spot, but nothing is guaranteed. They haven't even clinched the playoffs, so a good start, but a long way to go.
And you know, a blunt veteran inside their locker room has stood up at one point or another and said, you know all this means nothing so far. We've got to cover this, get it done. What do we want to be? It's like winning a title in August, right in preseason. Doesn't count. Let's go ahead and get this thing done.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. These two teams, they met at Ford Field earlier this season with the Lions winning that ball game. So they're looking for the series sweep here in Chicago. 2nd and 10, a very chilly day here, but no snow. And I got to say, if it's going to be this cold, I want snow. You should see Charles' face. He's looking at me like I'm crazy. Now, here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete. Trying to find Jamison Williams, and it'll bring up 3rd down. Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the 1st down and move the chains. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Jadeveon Clowney showing the explosiveness on the sack. Jack Fox out to punt here on 4th down. He only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. And this one hits at the 1, continues on into the end zone for a touchback. And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. And, partner, I know so far, and we're still in the first half, but you love this game as a defensive guy. 0-0. We'll see if the offense can get going on this drive.
Well, you know how they talk about music to your ears? How about what it does for your eyes when you watch something like this, right, where these teams are locked in and going at it, no points going up on the scoreboard? I'm loving it. You're exactly right.
Well, switch over, though, to an offensive mindset for a moment. What do they need to do here to get on track and get some points?
Well, I think a couple of ways. Number one, you pull out something that maybe they haven't seen before. Coaches always talk about unscouted looks. Maybe you give them something that they haven't seen on tape, and now you shock them that way. The second, run your basic playbook, but run it so well that you give your skill position guys a chance to make big plays individually.
And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. 25 yards that time. On 1st and 10, it's Herbert. They'll get this up to the 47 and brought down there. Now, this defense for the Lions, they were very good last week in the win over New Orleans.
And as in any game, takeaways are always a big key. They're always discussed on defense. There's an emphasis there, and they came away with 3 interceptions in that game.
And he is brought down, but not before reaching the 30. Fields, we know he has the good mobility. He flashes it there as he scrambles for the 1st down. No score after 1 on EA Sports. Back in Chicago, ready for the 2nd quarter. It's the Bears in possession. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Now Fields. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Campbell gets him for a loss of 10 yards from his linebacker spot. Moore, the motion man right. And they'll get it forward to him on the touch pass. Loose inside the 30. And finally taken down at the 20-yard line. The offense on third down tonight, just 1 for 3 thus far. They're looking at third in the nose of the football. Now it's Fields. And that is incomplete.
And based on my math, they've only converted 1 time thus far in this game, so you can see the frustration starting to come out a little bit. Third downs, they've been a problem for them all game. They've got to start becoming solutions.
And this is going to be nowhere close. Needed some inches and ended up losing yardage. The Bears tried it on 4th down, unable to convert. And the Lions will take over. And defensively, they were ready for that, a full-on blitz on 4th down, and they stop them short of the marker.
Oh, and someone's got to feel really good about that, and that's the defensive coordinator. He dialed up a great run blitz defense, and they hit it just right. Stack that thing up. They're going to feel awesome going to the bench after that big play.
And now we're going to get a stoppage as, yeah, that looks like Jackson who's shaken up. So as the medical staff takes a look, we'll step aside. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. They go play action. Bridgewater. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
But 2 good plays on this one, Brandon. The first one at the quarterback because the pressure affected his throw. And I think it forced him to throw away from his designated target. And how about the second bit of pressure downfield? Receiver going up for the pass, helping force that incompletion.
He's airing it out for Williams. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball, but he was unable to get away from the defender, couldn't create space, couldn't uncover the end of the route, and that one winds up incomplete.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. On 4th down, Jack Fox on to punt for Detroit. Was looking for the checkup bounce, didn't get it. That scoots all the way into the end zone now for a touchback. The Bears now ready to take over again. We've seen both of these offenses still sort of in that figuring things out phase, but I suspect some action on the scoreboard soon as they start out here 1st and 10. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Brings up 2nd and 12 at the 18-yard line.
Now motion left with Mooney. 2nd down, they go back to Herbert. And a short pickup there as he'll take this up to right around the 20. After getting stuffed on 1st down, not much better there. 2-yard gain. Here's 3rd and 10. Fields now to throw. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a 1st down.
That's good for the Chicago Bears. 1st and 10.
Read option. Here's Herbert. And he works his way forward to pick up 4 yards there. 2nd down.
Not a run that you're going to write home about, but still a good 1st down run. That's what an offense calls staying on schedule. 3 to 4 yards on 1st down, you're set up very well for the rest of the drive.
Nowhere for Fields to turn, and down he goes. Romeo Okwara. It'll go as a loss of about 8 as he gets in there to drop him. So now following the sack, Fields and the Bears looking at 3rd down and long. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He'll get that underneath to Herbert. And he gets this only to the 44-yard line. Not near enough to keep the drive alive. Here's Mitch Wishnowsky now on to punt. 2nd quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. Here's Mitch Wishnowsky now. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. And that one hits a little too close to the goal line, and it continues into the end zone for a touchback. Here's the Detroit offense now as they head back out onto the field. They've been playing the field position game thus far. No score, second quarter as they come up on 1st and 10. Here's Bridgewater. This one swung out to Montgomery. And he's able to get up here to the 26. The Lions need to move. They're hustling to the line now. Flush to his right. Throw right side, complete to Williams. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down. Bridgewater to throw it. That one let go deep for Laporta. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. The passing game not in sync here early, and now it's 4th down.
Well, they had that one snipped out defensively. That's a tough one to connect on when you got multiple defenders in the area, and it winds up incomplete.
Now Bridgewater on 4th down. He's airing it out for Williams. And that is incomplete. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Bears are going to get the football back, and they're going to get it in great field position. Now a 1st down throw, Fields. And a pass complete to Moore. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Fields. Right side, it's Lewis. Touchdown, Bears! Mercedes Lewis, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Bears will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. After the touchdown, it's Gay to kick this one away. Sheds off the tackle. And he will make it back to the 15, and that's it. Good coverage there by the kick team. The Lions now taking over late in this first half. And with him trailing, there is still enough time to try to string a few plays together, maybe get into field goal range. And they start things off with a carry by Gibbs here. And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. Now you've got to hustle your guys to the line and get them set. Play fake. Bridgewater. And his throw is going to be incomplete.
I like the calmness of how he played the ball here. No panic in his eyes as that throw arrived. Tracked it from the moment it left the quarterback's hand, and that's just where he needed to be to knock it away.
This time they stay on the ground. And he will not make it to that imaginary yellow line as they get him to the ground at about the 23. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. And how about the call here? They need 2 yards in their own territory on 4th down, and they're going to go for it. They're indeed going for it. Bridgewater. He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. A curious decision to go for it, but it pays off with a 1st down. 4th and 2, they got it. That was kind of that gray area. Is that a feel thing, whether you go run or pass there offensively?
I think it's a feel thing. It's a tendency thing about what you like to do yourself on offense.
And pressure, and he's taken down. A Bears sack. So we've reached halftime with just the lone touchdown. Well, we're in the latter stages of this season. Everybody's getting antsy, so antsy that we're going to skip the halftime and get ready for the 3rd quarter. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter. Here comes Khalif Raymond from his end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. The Lions offense now with a football first here to begin quarter number 3. Well, Charles, we saw a pretty entertaining first half, close ball game. Remember there toward the end of the second quarter, the opposition scored to take the lead. Now we'll see if these guys can get a score of their own to regain that lead.
Yeah, they want to have that type of a response, don't they? Because they want to find a way to take control of this ball game one more time. Gauntlet's been thrown down. They want to see if they're ready to answer it.
Man, I just love being in this stadium. So much history, tradition, so many great teams and games, and we're seeing a pretty good one right now, hotly contested in the third quarter. There's a ball thrown right side and complete. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. A gain of 28 yards there and give him a first down. Throwing, Bridgewater. This is Montgomery with a grab over the middle. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. That's over 40 yards of movement with those last two plays. I don't know what they talked about at halftime. Whatever it was, it worked. They look like a different team here in the third quarter.
Yeah, I doubt that there are very many trash cans that got kicked over, that type of a speech. I think what they did was they analyzed what worked in the first half, what didn't, and figured out a better game plan.
Now some good hard running there as he'll push his way forward for about 5.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure if you're a back, you spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
Shifts by him, and they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
What a luxury to have a guy like this who can not only spell your starter, but can come in and keep drives going.
Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. From the red zone now, Bridgewater. Got his man, it's Williams. And the Lions are going to be set up with a 1st and goal coming up as they get him down at the 6-yard line. Now Bridgewater. Escaping the pressure right. It won't be a sack, but it's no gain, and it brings up 2nd down.
He certainly did his best to find something on that run, but there just wasn't enough time to make it happen. Nice effort there, avoiding the sack and getting back to the line of scrimmage. That one certainly could have ended up worse.
And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5. Defensively, I think they can smell a stop ball right around the 5 here, brings up 3rd.
And I think what they've done is they put doubt in the minds of the offensive guys. What do we do?
Open man, and he's got Williams. Touchdown, Lions. A 5-yard touchdown catch. And the Lions are within an extra point of tying up this ball game. It took them a little while, but they are on the board here in this third quarter, and now with a chance to tie this up.
And it gives them a chance to exhale just a little bit, right? Because most of the time, if your first points come in the second half, you're often hopelessly out of the game, but not in this case. Now they have something to build on and a chance to mount a comeback.
So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. So here are the Bears now as they get set for their first possession of the second half. After that last touchdown we just saw, Charles, we got ourselves a brand new ball game, all tied here in the third as they have their first possession of this second half.
And Brandon, this drive is all about one word to me, and that's the word answer, because they're trying to answer the momentum the other offense picked up in tying the game, because not only if they score and they feel better about themselves, they'll retake the lead and maybe set the tone for the rest of the half, keeping them in the driver's seat.
On second down, here's the option. And this will be a Bears first down as the tackle made here at the 36.
And this is one of those plays that if you can use it to keep the chains moving, it's a good play. And not only that, it tends to tamp down the pass rushers because they have to recognize this play and stay at home. The quarterback uses it well. Read option, keeps it, and picks up a first down with some nice running.
A good pickup there at 22. So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. On the option right is Fields. And they'll wind up getting bring this one all the way down inside the 20. That's now a pair of explosive plays in succession, both north of 20 yards. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Here's Fields. Got his tight end. That's complete. That's Lewis. Touchdown! Mercedes Lewis. A beast in the red zone with his 2nd touchdown of the game. And the Bears have moved out in front here in the final minute of the 3rd quarter. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And that makes the score 14-7. Following the touchdown, here's Gay to kick it away. This fielded right at the goal line. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. Detroit's offense ready to take over. They did what they had to do to start this 3rd quarter, went down, got the touchdown to cut the lead, but the matching touchdown a moment ago, and we're right back where we started at halftime.
Yeah, you're exactly right, partner. They had a little bounce in their step after scoring that 1st touchdown, but the deep...
That's caught at the 25. Touchdown, Detroit. Jamison Williams with his 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Lions have a chance to tie the ball game here in the final minute of the 3rd.
I know Paul Revere talked about by land or by sea, right? You know, 1 by land, 2 by sea. He didn't mention air because right now we're seeing a big-time performance, aren't we? That's 2 touchdowns so far in this game.
Where'd you pull that one from?
And, you know, every now and then I actually listened in history class.
And you're just a scholar all the way around. You're reading all the time. I like that you fit that into the broadcast.
You know, I just grab a nugget when I can.
Riley Patterson to kick off for the Lions.
This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. Another drive coming up for this Chicago offense. And their lead has evaporated in this 3rd quarter. It's tied once more as they begin with a 1st and 10. Now Herbert to start the drive. A nice little juke, and they're able to get this one across the 35. Now I think we're going to get a timeout here. Yes, a timeout here as it looks like we've got a Lion that's shaken up. While they come out and take a look at him, we will step aside for just a moment. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Back to throw, Fields. That is caught by Herbert. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. 19 yards there on the catch and run.
Well, they certainly had success throughout this contest getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another 1st down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
And he's got it to about the 40. 3 quarters have come and gone. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now at Soldier Field. All even as we get ready to start the 4th. 2nd and 6. To throw is Fields. Eluding the pressure right. And it's going to be another 1st down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions 21. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. On 1st down, Fields. Open man is Kmet, the tight end. And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. That is now 19-yard gains on back-to-back plays. A field goal could get him the lead, but it might not be enough here as they come up on 1st and goal. Fields going to hold on to it. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Bears. Justin Fields scoring on the 2-yard keeper. And the Bears answer back with a touchdown of their own to break our tie and take the lead here in the 4th. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And the lead is now 21-14. After the touchdown, it's Gay to kick this one away. This taken in at the goal line. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. And as this offense makes their way back out, NFC playoff race time, we give you a look at what's going on there.
A CD after this game, there will be 4 weeks left in the regular season. So this is far from the final version of what we'll see come January, more of a first draft, if you will, as all these teams fight for a better position.
And you pointed it out so accurately there, Brandon. After this game, 4 weeks left in the regular season, and then the playoffs officially begin. But for some teams, trying to fight to make it to the playoffs, they're actually in a playoff push right now.
A second down throw for Bridgewater. He's airing it out for Williams. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
Trying to get a big strike right there and hopefully tie this game up in the late going. But the coverage was there, and this winds up incomplete.
The Lions on third down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 10. On play action, it's Bridgewater. That is incomplete.
I think we were both wondering if we were going to see them try to push it deep downfield, facing a one-possession deficit late, and they certainly didn't disappoint. They gave it an effort.
1 score down, here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. Defensively, a bit of a collapse, allowing the 4th down play to result in 23 yards. First down, here's the run to Montgomery. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last 2 plays. I tell you, they didn't give it to him much for the first 3 quarters, but when they have, he's been efficient. Maybe they ride him more here down the stretch.
Yeah, not sure it was actually in the game plan for him to have as few carries as he has, but it might play out really well for them now. As you noted, if they want to ride him down the stretch, he should have fresh legs.
Play action now. Bridgewater. Flushed out right. Looking for right, and he finds him. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. Another nice gain, 16 yards there, and a first down again.
I like the design that we're seeing right there. This is what they need. Down by a touchdown here in the 4th. They just need to keep working their way downfield. And when they see openings, take their shots.
On 1st and 10, here's Gibbs. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Brought down at the 23-yard line. A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8.
Ball at the 23, 2nd and 8.
Off the play fake, Bridgewater. Nowhere to turn this time, and he goes down. Sacked back at the 29.
Dominique Robinson, the one who got in there to drop it.
Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. And he's going to go down again. Sacked by Yannick Ngakoue, the former Maryland Terp.
And this dominant defensive performance continued on that play. This poor quarterback has not received the protection he needs, and has had to pick himself up off the turf far too often.
And they'll try for it here on 4th. Bridgewater and company stay out there. Flush to his right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. The Lions turned away on 4th down. And this 10-play drive winds up yielding nothing. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense.
Fields on 1st down.
And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked up by Cameron Sutton.
And the Lions are right back in this football game.
Partner, I think this one went awry very simply because he overestimated his arm strength and his ability to fit it anywhere he wants to. A lot of quarterbacks do that and often pay the price.
The throw right side is complete here on the first play of the drive. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds.
You'd think defenses might be a little more prepared for plays like this because so many offensive coordinators, when they get the ball after a turnover, they do like to dial up a deep ball right away. And if I were a defensive coordinator in this league, that's exactly what I would say to...
And he takes this one in for a Lions touchdown.
Jahmyr Gibbs with his 6th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Lions are an extra point away from tying this game here in the final minutes. We are set up for a fantastic finish now. A 4th quarter touchdown here. We're an extra point away from a tie football game.
And I know they're thinking about possibly going for 2, but I'd go ahead and kick this one and just get it back to level.
And oh, he missed it. No good. And they'll remain down by a point. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off.
The return man down to a knee, and this will come out to the 25-yard line.
The Chicago offense set to get started. I'm curious to see, Charles, about the play calling on this drive. Last time out, the interception that led to a touchdown. Here we are. I mean, very close, 1-score game.
Yeah, and if I'm a defender, I'm actually chirping Chili on the other side of the ball and saying, hey, we picked off the last one. What you going to do about it now? So when you do throw the football, high percentage, but throw with confidence. Because if there's any hesitancy at all, it could end up in enemy's hands again.
And they'll let the quarterback keep it here on 1st and 10.
And this will be good for a pickup of 9 to the 46. So the Bears with the football here as we welcome you back. They've got a 2nd down now as they search for a way to get this one to the finish line.
On 2nd down, a run with Herbert.
And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line.
And this is an absolutely big 3rd down that's been set up here, partner, and there's no other way to put it. The defense has to get a stop here if they have any hopes of winning this game.
Has to. You said big 3rd down. I'd put the word big in capital letters here. And some room to work.
And he is going to have the Bears first. And that should be the capper.
Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 38-yard line.
5 points of contact necessary at this stage as they'll run on 1st down.
The Lions quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. Victory all but assured now as they take a knee here, and they're going to escape with a 1-point victory.
Here we go.
Fields down to a knee here, and that should just about put a bow on this one.
And that knee will do it. So they snap the losing streak. Always a good feeling.
Yeah, I don't know if this one right here, when they're taking a knee, is as much exultation as exhalation, right? They just breathe a sigh of relief. Finally got a win, needed one desperately.
What a ball game this was. What an atmosphere this was. And the home team getting the late touchdown, getting the victory, and now everybody in this building can file away with smiles on their faces.
And what do real estate people tell us all the time? It's location, location, location. So being at home, that can be a big deal because remember, they were down to their final chance to retake the lead. That home field advantage, I think it helped fuel all of what happened for them down the stretch. A huge win.
So for Chicago, it's a 4th win on the year as they move to 4-9. And they will hit the road next week for a date with the Cleveland Browns. Meanwhile, for Detroit, it's a loss that could have implications on the playoff race as they fall to 9-4. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. So for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Next game, guess what? Charles and I will be here again. It's the NFL on EA Sports.